Hey, man, I gotta get starting soon streams in sometime. It can get really weird to just like try and time it when I go live every single stream. Oh well. So last time
the abyss,
things went very wrong repeatedly, and I mean very wrong. So, but I managed to pull through in the end a bit, and actually get a decent run. Let's see, anyone here who needs to de-stress that only de-stresses one place? No. Alright. Good. But yeah, I managed to pull through a bit, I think. Things weren't too bad by the end. And we got our first level 3 character, so that's good. We beat our second boss. That's also good. And now with all that said and done, for a bit now, Venus is going to be out of the fight. Like, he has been stressed out, and he has some really bad traits, all that stuff. I think those traits are I think it's probably a good idea to just make him just help him work on himself, I guess. We'll help him work on himself a bit.
Experimental techniques and tonics can overcome things a sharpened sword cannot.
And let's see here. I just wanna put him in the treatment ward, upgrading it quite a bit so it's not as expensive. And yeah. Let's see, what should we get rid of? I mean, the healing debuff, the melee skill debuff, compulsive, cheat. I think compulsive is a good start, just because of the fact that, holy fuck, he is such a good melee damage dealer. He has such powerful, like, melee hits. I do not want him to just be dealing no damage, basically. Like, the entire benefit of having him in the party is how high his damage gets. Oh, what the fuck's with my bitrate? Why is my bitrate unstable? My average stream bitrate is the same as it always is. What? Wait, what? I'm sorry, I'm just gonna... I am confused. My bitrate is fine. My bitrate is fine. What the hell is wrong here? My bitrate is completely normal. It is the same as it always is. Why does the stream suddenly think that things are wrong when they clearly aren't? Ugh, damn. Like, genuinely damn. Unstable. It's gonna be like annoying if it's unstable, so I guess I'll try to and just, here you go, Twitch. Hopefully that's good enough for you. Hopefully that's good enough. Anyway, with that hopefully fixed, hopefully sorted out, like with that, when Twitch hopefully stops messing about with that and starts just realizing, hey, nothing's wrong, bitrate should be fixed. Let's just focus for now a bit on the party. We got a level 1 leaper here, leaper, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the actual proper name is, but I do know I like this class quite a bit. I probably do want to just have this class upgraded and ready to go. And I mean, that goes for a lot of my for a lot of classes. Obviously I always want my classes to be ready for whatever. But also, I mean, he's probably gonna be, I think he's a good choice for like my party for my next expedition. Which you know, I can't bring Venus anymore because he's too powerful. He has grown way more powerful than he really used to be. The thing from the stars roams here this week. You might encounter it. What the fuck does that mean? What is the thing from the stars? I am terrified. Do I have can I put together like a party of people who are disposable enough that I don't care if I lose them? Because I want to check this out. What does this guy do? He heals. He heals people. He buffs at the he buffs and he gives de-stress. He makes others bleed and he hits people. All right, you know what? I'll bring that. That's a good chance to just test him out. Like, why not? Just give him a shot. If I wanted to bring Wesley, I would want to replace one of his moves, because I don't think it's a good idea to have him be built for multiple spots at once. So instead, the pole. The pole is always a good one. Yeah. Because that way I can put him here. And then I really just need someone to take the absolute furthest from the front slot. And I'll just put Patras here. Let's see. No one here has been given a name, a proper name yet. I guess. Yeah. I don't know. Let's see what I can come up with. This guy's just gonna be Bulk. Mr. Bulk. Then next one we have here, a flatulent. I don't know what you would call him. Wait, his armor is just his body. That's just his body. What the hell? What does the blacksmith do if his armor is just his body? Does he just Actually, wait. He does just hammer the body, doesn't he? Anyway, just moving on from that. I don't know. Streamer. I'll just call him Streamer. This guy in the back with the candle and the weird magic and all that. I mean, there are a lot of possible options I could pick, but I think I just want to call him Stash. He does have a good stash. Then I guess she's just gun. She wields a gun and she is the gun. And now we just go after this guy. I'm curious, what is the thing from the stars? I really want to know that. And I know I'm probably not gonna find that out unless I also put myself at risk in some way. And so that's what I'm doing, I guess. I guess that's what I'm doing here. I'm putting some characters at risk. It's not a awful team, but it's disposable enough that I don't feel like I'm going to just completely lose it if I lose them. Which is, I have kind of lost it a couple of times already. So, you know, don't wanna create scenarios where that happens all the time.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out.
Even with full light, this place still looks dark as hell.
Handsome reward for a task well performed.
I guess that's just how it be sometimes, you know? It's Lovecraftian horror. Of course, things are going to just seem really dark, even when you have a torch. The darkness consumes the light. That kind of thing. It's still wild to me that somehow Darkest Dungeon managed to make a Lovecraftian horror turn-based RPG where it doesn't feel like the fact that you're killing things and winning battles is taking away from the Lovecraftian horror, like the Eldritch horror, cosmic horror, Lovecraftian horror, whatever you want to call it. It's like, they somehow managed to not make it take away from the fact that this is actual larger than people horror. That could have been easy. I feel like a problem with a lot of games that employ that kind of like Lovecraft inspired horror. It's just kind of that, like, well, if we're being completely honest, you can't really do that kind of horror that well if the player is supposed to win in the end and come out on top.
Great is the weapon that
So
cuts on its
a lot
own.
of games end up not really handling it that well because they just kind of, you know, no matter how outmatched and out of their depth the player is, at some point the game is a game and just at some point the game is a game and you just get to actually win.
Their formation is broken.
And that often
Maintain
kind
the
of takes
offensive.
away from it all. I think, I don't remember what the video was, but I watched a video like ages ago, like half a decade at least.
Press this advantage.
Actually, probably more. I
Give them
don't even
no
think
quarter.
the lockdown had hit yet. But yeah, I watched a video ages ago where they kind of went, all right, Cthulhu is not a boss at the end of the dungeon. Cthulhu is like the big monster that you'll never overcome, and that's why that kind of like creature doesn't work as well in games. Because in games you're supposed to overcome what the games throw at you, and sometimes you have to run and stuff, but the majority of games, even horror games, give you a point where you're fighting back. And that is not usually how that kind of horror works. Darkest Dungeon makes it work, I guess, though. Like, they kind of just pulled through with it.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy.
Alright, that one's dying on its next turn, so I guess I don't have to worry about it. Oh!
And now the true test. Hold
Wait.
fast or expire.
Wait. Did he heal everyone when he went down? What? Is that like a thing that flatulent? Is that like a class thing or what? What happened? I guess it's a class thing. Oh well. Oh, he did not even have a mortality debuff afterwards. That is good.
As the
Holy
fiend
shit, that's
falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Mortality debuffs are so goddamn powerful. Also, that can be such a big
Seize this
problem. Like,
momentum. Push
actually
on to
getting
the
to just say
task's
no
end.
to that? Holy shit. Treasure chest blanketed in barnacles. Let's try a key. Let's try to cleanse it. Let's try to just open it. Okay, nope, that... Okay. I guess I'll try bandages next time I find one of those.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
I mean, maybe.
Paid for in
I have no
blood.
clue if that would work, but maybe. It's kind of convenient to have one of these missions where it's just, for once, the stage is actually somewhat linear. Oh. Precise striker. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, further I go. I missed a curio, it seems. I don't know what curio I walked past, but I missed one. Oh well. I am giving bleeding to you. No. You no need to be shy, no need to thank me. It is for you. I make you bleed. Out of the kindness of my heart. Now, here's half a stab. Stabby stab. I'm gonna be real. I did not know what to expect from the flagellant from that class. I did not know what to expect from it, but it has kind of been impressing me so far. Like, not bad. Not bad at all.
The slow death.
Nice. Bleed.
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Like, honestly, kind of a banger. Especially the fact that it going... that when he gets on death's door, he just heals everyone. And then he doesn't even have a mortality debuff after he gets like healed up again. Dude is just a beast.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
I may have picked this party with the intent that they should be disposable, but like, kinda hope I can keep them afterwards. I like the flagellant.
Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Now let's try bandage. No, this one? No? Torch? No? Nothing inside. Okay, so none of those things work on those chests. Got it. Got... The one in the front is like... That's a very swollen head it has there, isn't it? Oh well. Buckshot. Alright. I guess I can make the ones in the back bleed. Even getting a crit. Nice, nice. Considering that he has the like worst stress right now, getting that crit was good. Just for the de-stress, even if the damage wasn't super high. And he is down again, but he does not care because he is a monster. He is such an absolute beast. Although I just gonna guard him to be safe, because that thing does have a turn next. Alright, good. I didn't want to risk it attacking before... I didn't want to risk him getting attacked before I could heal him up, you know? Now, this guy will die no matter what next turn, so just inflict bleed on others. This one doesn't inflict bleed at all, so that can just be used to pull him down a bit. I know he's got like buffed protect and all that, but still makes sense to just, you know, make him bleed. Although I should have just healed the one who needed healing, and that was actually kind of my plan too. I think I just somehow distracted myself and forgot. I forgot. Make this one bleed. And bam, now the Pelagic Guardian is the only one of them that is not just gonna die from getting his turn again. I should correct myself there. Because now he certainly dies on his turn. There we go. Continue adventuring.
Victory. A victory nonetheless.
Let's see. What's in here? Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. Still curious about that whole thing from Beyond the Stars. But I don't actually have any, I don't have any bandages, so I'm gonna have to just pray, and it worked. Good. I just got stuff.
Now it must be carried home.
But what is the thing from Beyond the Stars? I am not sure. And I'm curious. Curiosity may have killed the cat. But you know what? I'm fine with that. I'm not fine with cats dying, but you know, I'm fine with putting myself... what I'm saying is I'm taking a risk. Ooh. Oof.
As life ebbs,
oh god, he took that one.
Reveal themselves.
And I guess you get hit. Crit too? Not bad, not bad. Honestly, I could just return back to the Hamlet, if I wanted to, really. It's not like there's a major issue with me doing so. It's just that, like, I don't know, I kind of want to just see what the thing is. And, you know, it largely comes down to the fact that, aside from just morbid curiosity, there is a sense, I have this feeling where it's like, if I don't explore and find out what the, like, things the game is warning me about are, then I can't plan around the fact that they exist. If I don't find out what the thing from Beyond the Stars is, then I can't plan around the thing from Beyond the Stars being there. Alright.
Success
going somewhat well here.
Clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Eating my last bits of food here and going in. Alright, we got one last room to check. So, if the thing from Beyond the Stars isn't here, then I guess I'm not gonna encounter it.
By evil intent.
Unless it's the curio I missed.
Gnawing hunger sets
Oh, crap.
in, turning the body against itself.
Oh, no. Result
Weakening
test.
the mind.
Damn it. What does raptures mean? What does that do? What's that mean? Oh, crap. Well, there's nothing here. I guess we just return.
Last, wholesome marine life can flourish.
Aside from the, I mean, aside from like the
such a
extra
thing.
stress there, it kind of didn't really. There wasn't really a lot of negatives to going further.
To some, a sanguine memory to me.
So, I guess first of all, this fella here really needs some stress relief, and he needs it bad.
Gilded
So I'll
icons
just throw him in
and
there.
Dogmatic rituals. For some, a tonic against the
Tavern,
bloodshed.
that's also stress release. You can go there and oh wait, what about him? What does he obsessed with sainthood? Oh god, that's one of the okay, good. I imagine that was probably like where he what? Oh wait, is that a class trait though? That might be it actually. Flagellation. Yeah, okay, it's a class thing, isn't it? It's a class thing. It's not that he's got a quirk or something. It's just that he is the masochist class. Alright. Well. I guess like not a bad mission overall. It went fine. I just really need to come out of a mission with more loot. And I think a good way to do that is to just go to a like medium-sized one that's still at the right difficulty level, I guess. What does you have? She can be back there. This one can be here. And from there, I just need someone who can stand right behind the frontliner, which... This guy has some slightly weird skill placements, I guess. It's... Okay, Cry Havoc does not look good. Wait. A 66% chance of -2 stress. What? There are classes that get abilities that just guarantee a reduction in stress. Yeah, no, I'm taking a different thing here. This guy, I am changing his skills up. That does not sound like a good skill. I'm sorry, that just... That skill sounds kind of awful, I'm gonna be real. Alright. Concentrated essence. Okay, so I forgot to read the quest before I accepted it, but it's one of those, like, purify the altars things, right? In that case... I bring this stuff, I think. This should be good, right? This should be good. I won't have that much room for, treasure right off the bat, though. And I need treasure bad, so I guess I'll just go no torches. It should be fine. That should be good.
Can the defiled be consecrated? Can the fallen find rest?
Why do I keep getting these kinds of layouts, huh? Like, at least the path is short on one end, so I know like which end to start with, because that's not gonna be as big of a problem. But it's still like, why do I keep getting these layouts where it's just like, okay, I guess, no like good routing for me. Just dungeon splits in two paths from where I start, and they never converge. Anyway. Spider dead.
Impunity.
And, maggot dead.
Cleansed from our lands.
And maggot dead. Smiting is surprisingly...
Remind yourself that
smiting is surprisingly effective against maggots. Ooh.
A handsome
Get some
reward
gems. Get some gems.
for a task
Yeah.
well performed.
I leave behind the least valuable ones because it's like they can't even stack up in order to make the same value if I stack the other ones. Alright, I'm gonna slowly free up my inventory space as the mission goes on. Good. Alright. Damn it. Resisted. Okay. At least Blight wasn't resisted. Gonna try to stun him again. There we go. And then I do a big hit on this guy, and he is down already. Ooh, that's good. Oh, that feels good.
Such a terrible assault.
That is not good. That is not good. Me getting a good hit on the enemy right away, good. Them getting a good hit on me right away, scary. Very, very scary. Let's see, though. Alright, this clears corpses on top of stunning, so I guess I'll do this. Yeah? And then this guy has bonus stun resistance from last time. So I guess I'll just try to kill him. Okay, a hit on this one, and now it dies to Blight on its next turn. Then a big hit on this guy.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Big. And bam. Okay, fight done. I win.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Like, there was no more ways that they could even hurt me. Fight was over.
Ghoulish horrors.
Alright, and we do this.
And driven into the mud.
Also purified. Now, just in case, I don't know if the game would be that mean, but just in case, I will be heading down this path.
Treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
I brought extra fruits as mostly a healing tool, so I guess I'll just heal up a bit here, and then I can carry some more stuff. I have plenty of busts back at the hamlet. I don't feel like they're a top priority. I need money badly, though. Not gonna get far if I don't have any money at all. And I like the ones in the back here. Alright. They are gonna die. Okay. Then I can just kill the ones in the front with the rest of the party.
Another
Bam!
one falls.
And these two just die.
A death by
Music to my ears. Oh, I don't have room for... Oh yeah, it's the like really cheap gems that I decided to leave behind earlier. I got it. Okay, got it. Oh, don't you tempting goblet me. Don't you do that to me. I guess I throw some light on you. I just do a little bit of damn it. Crap. Not a good time to miss. I mean, it's never a good time to miss, but you know. Alright. Bleed all of you. There we go. Except for the Skelly Boys, I guess. The Skelly Boys can't really bleed. They don't have any blood to lose. If I hit, it's pretty much a kill on whoever I target. There we go. Alright. And now... That one's dead on next turn, so... Even though it's bad that it got to throw out the, like, stressful incantation thingy. Probably shouldn't worry. Probably not worth worrying about much, if it's not gonna survive anyway. Gonna just try to stun this one. Yeah. I got like a lot of potential for stuns in my party, actually. I didn't think about that when I built the party, but it's like most of them have some way to stun. So now I just
Confidence
take this one now.
the enemy crumbles.
And then you get hit with the big
Their
sword.
formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
And then I mean, honestly, doesn't really matter much, but I can just kill now.
Destroy them all.
It's like, didn't make a big difference that I killed it now instead of later, but, you know. Why is there a part of me that really wants to try and give a dog treat to the sarcophagus? It's not gonna work. Damn it. Why do I keep opening sarcophagi? Sarcophagus. Is it sarcophagus or sarcophagi or what is it?
Glittering
Actually, I'm not familiar. I'm not
trinkets
entirely
and
sure, actually.
baubles, paid for
Oh, well.
in blood.
Either way, I should stop opening them. I really should not be opening those things, because it never works out well for me. Alright. Moving back a bit. They really messed up the positions. Like, really badly. There we go. Now we're like... Now it's roughly where it should be. Which means I can start dealing some proper damage.
Press this advantage.
And that's a kill.
Give them no quarter.
I love the skills that just insta-kill most basic enemies. For the obvious reason that they insta-kill most basic enemies. Alright. I don't think this fight is gonna last long enough for me to worry about marking. I think I just gotta, you know, hit them hard.
A brilliant confluence of skill and
Oh god.
purpose.
Yeah, don't crit me. That's not nice. This guy is getting a stun. The other one's doing a bayonet jab. Well, then the other one's getting a stun. Ha! Both stunned. Idiot. First one that was stunned gets the holy light. And a dog bite. And then... This one just dies. Holy shit, I landed it again. Oh my, oh, this is looking good for me. This looks good for me.
As
I'm having good
victories
RNG.
mount, so too will resistance.
Alright. I know I'm gonna pick up a lot more gold as I go on. It might be worth it to clear space for that. Because, let's be honest, unless I find super valuable gems, I'm not going to just stop picking up the gold. Gold is more common, so it's more likely that I'll need to have a stack ready for it. It would need to be one of the like really, really good gemstones to be worth not prioritizing gold.
Terrors may
And it's not always the case that I find those
yonder,
things, so
a glint of
you know.
gold.
Alright. Now we are completely in the dark. Perfect. This is where we should be. And we can move on. Glad I brought shovel.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
And glad I brought food. Actually, all things considered, I should probably rest up the moment this fight is over, because I did just realize that, like, holy fuck, the stress is high on some of my characters. Now, bleed on all of them. Oh no. Oh no, please don't stress him out too much. He's fragile, don't stress him out. Roar. Hey there. How you doing? Oh god. Don't spit at the priest. Shit. They're spitting on the priest. Oh no. I'll blight the ones in the back, then I'll use the holy light on this one, and then when it becomes big guy with sword's turn, he hits with sword. Hello, buddy. Just got off work, so thought I'd check in. Thank you. Nice of you. Just nothing special is really going on. I'm just playing Darkest Dungeon. And partially getting my ass handed to me. But it's fine. It's fine. I can recover. Oh,
slowly.
This one's dead.
Gently.
This one's dead.
This is how a life is taken.
I really need to take that rest now, so before my plague doctor stresses way too much out.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight.
Let's see, what do I got here?
Companionship.
I got de-stressing abilities, healing abilities, increased protection. That could be useful. And better chances to not get ambushed. I'll definitely take that. And this one. Then let's see. No, wait, wrong one. I clicked the wrong one, no! Oh well. That was the... I guess that ended up being the best I could do with that. I remember when I played Darkest Dungeon, whenever I had a Houndmaster on my team, they would die in the first mission they went on. Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, I can see that. They're not really that durable when it comes down to it. Especially not for a class that's supposed to be up near the front. I'm pretty much just using it because I keep getting classes that are good for like every slot except the slot that the Houndmaster is good for. So it's just like at some point I just kind of have to take it and be like, yeah, okay, fine, I'll use the Houndmaster. That's why I stopped recruiting them. I mean, fair. again, it is literally just for me a case of I need someone who can be in that
Packs
slot, and the
laden with
Houndmaster's the
loot
only one who
are
fits.
often low on supplies.
Oh,
A fortune.
nice, nice,
waiting to
nice.
be spent.
I'm getting some good loot. I am getting through this dungeon pretty well, honestly. Which is good. I had a bit of a losing streak yesterday and kind of made it hard to recover. You know, you can sometimes get in a bit of a spiral where you then end up not having the money to recover from stuff, and oh my god, that thing. I don't have any torches, so I can't summon the boss that thing summons. But I have some bad memories of it. Oh hey Retro, how you doing? What game is this? This is Darkest Dungeon. It's a pretty brutal turn-based RPG themed around sort of like Lovecraftian horror stuff. And it has that XCOM thing where like your party members are recruited and can permanently die. I thought it would be a fun game to sit down and play for a while, especially just as a break from. I've been playing a lot of games that were more like fast-paced and stuff. So it felt kind of like, you know, it felt appropriate to try and play something that's a bit more slow, where I can take my time to think through what I want to do. Not that I always make use of that extra time, but I have the option. It's my fault for not using it. The game is fun and isn't screwing you over. That is a very apt description, yes. This game can sometimes just put you through the ringer.
Darkness closes in.
Especially if you're like me and don't bring torches because you want more loot. Because the game has this little torch meter up here. The lower it goes, the more dangerous the game becomes. But the more loot you get. Oh, when all your party members go insane, yeah. You haven't played XCOM? Oh, okay, yeah, that comparison doesn't work. But basically, there is no like permanent party member in this game. You can just keep recruiting new ones as your old ones die.
A momentary abatement.
On your Switch, this game you played, which is a lot like XCOM. I am gonna go out on a limb and say that's Mario plus Rabbids. Just as a guess. Oh yeah, by the way, see those little like white things below the health bars? That is the stress meter. If the stress meter goes full once, the character has a chance of going insane. Sometimes they power through and actually get a buff from it, but most of the time they go insane. And to make matters worse, if you then the stress meter has a second layer, and if you fill that second layer, then instead of just going insane, the character will now have a heart attack. So on top of managing like health, I have to manage the mental health of my party.
Unforgiving.
And that also means after every mission, I gotta send them out to like the church or the tavern or like whatever their preferred way to relieve stress is. Because otherwise they're just gonna lose it in the middle of a dungeon.
Momentum. Push on to the task's end.
What's worth keeping? What's worth discarding? I can feed this guy a bit so he gets, so I can get a room for that. This is a relic that is for one of my classes, so I can just equip that directly. And then I can use this potion to gain the buff, and that gives me room for the gold. Alright. I gotta remember to use the dog treats. I should really remember to use the dog treats. They're there for a reason. They buffed one of my party members. Why do I never use them? You played quite a bit of Mario or Rabbids. I've actually never gotten around to playing it, but I feel like they would be really fun games for me to play.
Finding the stuff is only the first test.
Ooh.
Now it must be carried home.
Darkness strikes hardest when the light fades. I mean, yeah. Darkness is an absence of light. So, that makes sense. Oh, quest complete. You haven't finished the second Mario Rabbids? Yeah, I never even, like, played the first one. It came out at a time where I wasn't really buying games for Switch yet. Ooh. My party is extremely healthy considering I've just, like, finished the quest mechanics. So I'll just explore more and hope to find treasure. Yeah, it's also a game mechanic, no light means harder fights. Yeah. Like, currently I have no light at all, and that means more stress, monsters hit harder and are more accurate. Monsters crit more often, and my party gets ambushed more often. But on the plus side, I get more loot and I get more crits. Yeah, exactly, more loot. Always good to have more loot. That's the whole reason why I didn't bring torches. I was like, okay. After I had to put my strongest party member into a mental institute, and then afterwards also had to pay his tavern bills, I was kind of low on money, and I just really needed the extra cash from doing this without torches. If you survive, that is, yeah, like, it makes the game so much harder.
Destroyed.
It is really rewarding though. Like, whenever you can get away with it, you should just try to have the light as low as possible. Just because you get way more loot out of it. And more loot.
These nightmarish creatures
also
can be felled.
On
They
top
can
of
be
just
beaten.
regular money, more loot also does include the things you need to upgrade your town, which means that you might need less money in the future. So it's like, you know, it just kind of stacks on top of itself. The more times you succeed on a mission with low light, the less you'll need the money that you get from it. Because you'll have a stronger party to start out with. Oh, I don't have any way to cleanse this, and okay. Yeah, I'll just... Hero became infected from the ashes. Luckily, I had an antivenom with me.
That such missteps are the exception.
Alright, last room, let's see. Please be something good in here. There is a treasure chest. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Not good. Okay, that's not good. I may have pushed it a bit far in terms of how stressed my plague doctor was. He is now paranoid. Which, among other things, means that I will probably not be able to heal him if he goes low on HP. Because he'll be too scared to let the others heal him. And he also just does stuff on his own. Sometimes good stuff, like right now, where he just stunned the enemies. Like, I can't complain about stun, but I would have personally used Blight. Still, not the worst thing he could have done while paranoid. I have had party members that just wasted their turns, like, backing off and breaking my party formations. That's not good.
Soothed. Sedated.
Okay. And yeah. He is going to be a mess to fix up when I get back to town. It's gonna take so many tavern visits before he's okay again. But hey, it's the last room. Once this fight's over, I'll have gotten out of the quest without losing anyone. Which is a massive improvement over how it has gone, like, most of yesterday. Like, for the majority of yesterday, I would just repeatedly have to retreat from missions without clearing the objective. Because my party was just in such a bad state.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Use a key. Hidden compartment. Alright. And then I can just discard these two and take all the loot. Oh, I didn't even have to discard them. Oh well, never mind.
Beacons in the darkness. Stars in the emptiness of the void.
That is what I call a good payout. Got a... Aside from the sickly trait on my leper, really didn't get anything super bad in terms of traits. I even got some positive ones out of it, and I got to level up my my Vestal to level 3. Which means I now have 2 level 3 characters. That's half the ones I need to start challenging like higher difficulty dungeons.
Once more.
Ooh. And 33 plus 33% resolve XP in ruins on next quest, plus 15 damage in ruins on next quest. Well, I guess I know where I'm going. If you don't like a trait, you can always just beat it out of them. No. The flagellation hall is the flagellation is for de-stressing. I throw them in a mental institute if I want to get rid of a trait. Speaking of, do I have anyone who's like sick? I should always keep an eye on that, because I also want, you know, ideally you throw them at the hospital when they're sick. No one good at the stagecoach right now. So... I guess for starters, I'll just throw all my my team into the tavern to de-stress a bit. Oh wait, I can probably pay less for it if I just throw her here. And honestly, most of my party members don't really need to de-stress that much. It's actually I came out of this whole thing like really in a really good like spot. Not bad at all. Just So like for the next one I would need to get all those to level 3. One of my top priorities is upgrading all the things that will let me power up my heroes, because then I can upgrade the things that let me get stronger heroes from the start instead of having to train them all up. I feel like that should always be a priority. Because it's like, you don't want to always have to train up your heroes from a low level. The further you get in the game, the more of a pain it becomes whenever you need to train someone up. Alright, I do not have enough level 3 characters to take on a medium difficulty yet. So I guess I'm going in with some level 1s on like a easy one. More time wasted on training is time not spent killing beasts. I mean, I would argue that you kind of do both at the same time in this game. If you're training, that means you're killing someone. Someone is dying if you're training. Just always someone. Oh god, there's a lot of bat here. Yeah, but it's hardly worth it when they're weak beasts. Yeah, that's the thing, like... The rewards are worse when you're going after the easier missions, so it's always like... You ideally want to go after the tougher missions so you can actually make some money. I'm not bring torches for this, just bringing items. Now, I don't know if I'm alone in this, but I always buy exactly 20 rations when I'm going on a medium-sized dungeon. I don't know why, it's just... At some point, I just settled on 20 being the magic number I always go with. Musketeers are cool. Musketeers are very cool. Now, let's see. We have Mr. Bulk, Streamer, gun, and I haven't. The dash here at the end means I haven't actually given this one a unique name yet. You pack like way more stuff than I do. At this point, I'm just like, I don't want to come across a thing where I could get a bunch of treasure without risk if I cleansed it and then not have the thing I need to cleanse. By the way, Prince, if you have an idea for a name for this Vestal, go ahead. Because the dash here means I haven't renamed it yet, and if I haven't renamed the party member yet, then it's open season. Sassy Bee. Okay. Sure. I like the idea of like a priestess whose first name is Sassy, or like, you know, maybe not even her name, but just like everyone calls her Sassy. It's like, I really love the idea of that being the name of like someone who just, you know, is a priest, someone who does just spend their time at church praying, and then they go out on a quest specifically to try and protect the world from unholy monsters. Alright, this guy has not really leveled up at all, so I guess I'll just... Always want to make sure everyone's skills and equipment is upgraded. And then we go for this one. Yeah, I went out after having already picked my equipment, but that's because I realized I hadn't upgraded the skills and stuff. Which, fun fact, on my first time playing, I did not even realize you could upgrade skills and like equipment. Or maybe it's not that I didn't realize it, it's more just that I didn't do it. So I would end up with characters that were like way weaker than they should be, and I kind of just hit a brick wall after a certain point.
Foreign.
Because how do you make progress if your characters never really get strong enough to make that progress? Alright. This one is relatively easy to actually make a good path route compared to others. So this game is hard. It can be really brutal at times. Sometimes you're just breezing through things, but other times it just gets super brutal. I think the best way I can put it is that it's not that the game is always difficult, but it's more that things can escalate really badly. If that makes sense. Like, sure, at times, it won't be that bad, but sometimes things just like, one thing goes wrong, and then that leads to another thing going wrong, and it just like stacks on top of each other until your entire party is dead. That's also why you really gotta pay attention to the stress meters, because it's like, when something goes wrong in this game, it's often due to stress. All it takes is one bad day. No, all it takes is one bad roll. The game does have a couple of like backup things where it's like, you know, they're showing some amount of mercy. For example,
as the fiend falls,
if you run out of health, you don't just die. You enter a state where every hit has a chance to kill you.
Their formation is broken.
It was a Joker reference. Oh, sorry. But yeah, like, the game has a mercy system where taking a hit doesn't necessarily mean that you die if you run out of health. It's just when you run out of health, you enter a state where every hit has a like chance to kill you. But sometimes you'll just get these kind of like chains where a character keeps getting hit while having no HP, and they somehow just survive it all. The Elden Ring DLC keeps screwing me over, to be fair. I really gotta play Elden Ring at some point. Like, I love FromSoft games. I don't know why I haven't gotten around to it.
The onslaught. Destroy.
But
them
what I've heard of the Elden Ring
all.
DLC is that one of the hardest parts of it is that the DLC is built far more around your dodge direction than the invincibility frames from dodges, which messes with people who are used to, like, you know, how FromSoft is. Sort of like how that one boss from Dark Souls 3, I think, was like the dancer. That boss has a different kind of rhythm to its attack pattern than Dark Souls bosses usually have, and therefore it was way harder for people who were used to Dark Souls.
This expedition at least.
It's always funny
promises
to me how,
success.
like, important that kind of, like, design philosophy is to difficulty. Because it's not always that the fight is actually harder, it's just that if the game has built some instincts in you, and you suddenly have to go against those instincts, well, then it's gotta be a mess. There's no real getting around that whole thing. You're going to struggle a lot more if you're not used to playing the way the game needs you to play now. Alright, this one's dead.
Surges as the enemy
That's a good start.
crumbles.
And this one goes
Another
down
one
with a
falls.
crit even. Nice. Oh yeah. Always nice when you can just get half the enemies down before they get to move. Just flagellate this one. Unfortunately, skeletons can't bleed. That is tragic, but that is how reality works. I know I could kill one of them, but I'm just like, I feel like it's probably better for me to just spread out the damage enough that I can kill them all fast. Even if it might occasionally mean that I miscalculate and take an extra hit. Oh,
These nightmare
Nice loot.
creatures can be
And
felled.
there's a chest.
They can be beaten.
whew. Deeds. Oh my god, I'm so glad I get deeds. For some reason, it's always deeds that I'm lacking. It's probably because you need deeds to upgrade the blacksmith. You did it? I did it, yes. Oh no. I hope none of my party members have a trait that makes them want to confess, because that never goes well. No! No! Why would you confess? It never goes well when one of my party members decides they want to confess their sins in one of those things. It just never goes well at all.
Terrors
wait.
may indeed stalk these shadows.
I can
yonder,
cleanse this,
a
and
glint
that
of
gives me
gold.
loot. Wait, how much food do I have? Wow, I've been picking up a lot of food. Huh. Oh damn it!
Ambushed by
Traps
foul
are
invention.
not good. To be fair, that guy does hit himself with a flail. Not really all that reliable to not cause themselves harm. That is true. And I am like almost 100% convinced that he will not accept any form of stress relief in town aside from self-flagellation. Did I like The Evil Within 2? I really liked it. It was a great time. I was actually surprised because a lot of the time when you play a game and they then make a sequel that goes more open, it doesn't really work. But in The Evil Within 2, I feel like they limited themselves just enough that the more open levels didn't get in the way of things, you know? And also, I felt a lot more invested in the story in 2. I like the story in 1 just fine, but it's like the in 1 I always felt like Sebastian's backstory was a bit weird because it just never came up.
Another abomination.
Like there was one time in the main story of the game where it got mentioned, and aside from that, it literally just was purely a background detail. But two just opens up immediately, establishing that yeah, this is Sebastian's story. What happened to his daughter is like super important. Let's focus on it, and the entire game works because they focus it around his backstory and like build the emotional core around it. I was super happy about that.
Success so clearly in view.
Ooh.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Let's see, how much do I have left to explore? I might just discard those to grab the diamonds. But yeah, The Evil Within 2, I enjoyed it. I was really like invested by the end, especially to the point where there were times where I would just not even talk and just let the cutscene play out.
The cold stone seems bent on preventing
I think
passage.
if I were to criticize one thing, it is that I feel like the character deaths in the game often didn't get me that much, because I didn't really get to spend that much time with most of them. Except, of course, a certain one, like near the end. That one got me, but other than that, yeah. I've been playing Hitman World of Assassination recently. Yeah, okay, that is a really good game. I love it. Oh, crap trap. I like World of Assassination quite a bit, and frankly, the only reason I like haven't just played it a ton right now is just that like I felt like I ran out of funny things I could do in World of Assassination, you know? There's only so many times that you can throw a rubber ducky at a person. There were like no enemy types too. Okay, yeah, fair. I guess The Evil Within 2 did kind of lack enemy variety. I feel like The Evil Within 1 didn't have that many enemy types either, but it's like in both cases the problem was just ended up being that the enemies were too much of
uneasy companionship.
I don't know. I feel like most of the enemies which is in both games just kind of end up being this is the regular enemy, this is the regular enemy but bulkier, this is the regular enemy but they have a mask. You know? And the open world was kind of empty. I feel like the open world was just it had just enough content that I did not mind it being there. I agree that they probably could have done more with it, but I don't think it was ever to the point of being like a problem, you know? There was enough to find in there, and they had enough like side content that interested me, that I wanted to go around and explore and find out about.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
It helps that it established early on that like side content was how you got the all the like best guns, because you know I know that like having the content be quality and stuff matters, but ultimately it doesn't. If people don't think they're going to get a good reward for the content, then they're not going to do it even if it is quality, because they don't find out it's quality until they're already doing it. So it's establishing early on that like, hey, if you want a good gun, you should probably go do side content. That's just such a solid and simple way to make the player go and engage with it. It's like it's the same reason why Resident Evil 7 has the better versions of the pistol and the shotgun be rewards for exploring that require you to like put more pieces together than just getting the basic pistol and shotgun. It's because ultimately it's a lot more likely that people will actually go for it if you put something important like a new weapon in there. Aside from that, let's see. I really enjoyed the one. I really enjoyed that
Slowly,
one like ghost lady in The Evil Within 2. It's like there may have been a lack of enemy variety, but that ghost lady really just changed up the game whenever she showed up. And I like the feeling that she would just occasionally appear without warning and start like hunting me down. Especially because I did not initially expect that she would start showing up in the open world as well. That was just like, that was such a what the fuck moment when it happened. Let's see. Aside, oh yeah. Also, I guess if I were to just say one more thing that I really think the game got right. Oh, oops. Boss battles in The Evil Within 2 are like genuinely really good. You know, like that. Oh, that's locked. I don't want to mess with that. But yeah, like, I feel like the boss fights in The Evil Within 1 were hit and miss. The ones in 2, they were pretty good, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. There was some really fun ones. Especially the final boss.
Curious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by
oh no,
his own
result
eyes.
test. God damn it, Mr. Bulk. Ah, shit. I was just, now Mr. Bulk is all upset and stuff, and irrational. Oh well, as long as everyone makes it out okay, we should be good, because this quest event thing does mean that I get more XP from this from doing quests in this area. Ah, fuck! They just had to mess up my positioning, didn't they? That is just rude, especially when it's like just maggots. These things would die basically instantly from me breathing in their general direction. But no, they just had to get the ambush on me. And now I gotta spend several turns just moving my party members back to where they're supposed to stand. Oh, good job, Mr. Bolt. Good job dodging. And now we're taking these things down. And a big hit, and just one more big hit, and it should be good. A bit of a bite there, but there are only 2 rooms left, and both of them are empty. So, 3 rooms left, but all of them are empty, so it shouldn't be that big of a problem. In fact, it's entirely possible I just go the rest of the dungeon without encountering any resistance.
An insidious killer.
So that's good, I guess.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery.
All right, and the darkness holds much worse than mere trickery. All right, cool, but like I'm still just gonna go through it. Doesn't matter if it holds worse than mere trickery. I'm still just gonna walk through it and eventually get to the end, and then everything will be fine and hunky-dory. And I am getting loot. Alright, so I can pick up these without needing to clear space, but I need to clear space for these. There's no chance of me needing a shovel, I think. And aside from that, I can just heal. I can heal up with the rations, just in case something happens, I guess. And then I have room for the deed. I found a lot of food in this dungeon. There was a lot of food in here. All right, there's another curio here. Might as well go and pick that up. Even if it turns out to just be a torch.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
There we go.
Paid for in blood.
Alright, let's see. How much gold did I get?
The shifted corridors and sloped walls of our ancestry are beginning to feel
May not be
familiar.
amazing, but it wasn't bad. Right, anemic. Sitiomania. Oh, that sounds awful. Does that mean I'll have to bring more rations if I take him with me before I get like I don't know, before I get that trait
A
removed.
fresh irritant to some.
Ah, shit.
A sanguine memory to me.
That's not good. Oh well. I should put them all on stress relief duty. I don't want any of these guys to be overly stressed out. Oh yeah, wait, he only wants to flatulate. I can't do that, I already put someone in there. That's not bad, I guess. What do they have at the wagon? Okay, no one who's above level 0. Not the most appealing people to recruit then. And I need way more stuff in order to upgrade the guild and blacksmith. Huh. Okay. I guess, I guess I just gotta head for another mission then. What else do I have? I could go after the necromancer if I wanted, but no, actually I can't because my party would be too scared of it. Like, just to clarify, in case anyone needs to know this, party members will be too scared to go into dungeons that are above their level and too overconfident to go into dungeons below their level. So you really gotta like figure it all out for that. All right, wait. If I can't put him into stress relief right now, I guess I could just get rid of this trait. There we go. Now, what's this? Baron's invitation. And I get a bunch of crests and a good amount of gold, honestly. And a flatulent ability. No, and a flatulent equipment thing. Okay, I might actually want to go here. It's just a short apprentice level quest as well, so it shouldn't be that big of a problem. Could be a good way to continue training up my party members. Let's see then. I'll throw in this guy as well. And then you go in here. Alright. Should be a fine way to train them up. And what is this? Pitch-soaked torch. A special torch, twice wrapped in cloth and soaked in sulfurous compound. Alright. No, I don't need torches. It's gotta be a short trip. Just like I'll just grab the absolute basics, or what I would consider the basics anyway, and head in.
The courtyard and gardens surrounding the manor were once a point of pride for the diligent custodians I employed. Great banquets and lavish social affairs were hosted here under the stars. Despite the expectation of propriety normally ascribed to those in our position, we mocked the stoic melancholy of the moss-covered fountains and cherubic statues, our salacious trysts half hidden in the hedgerows, our morality slipping ever deeper into the mud.
Alright.
Soaked and sinking, these stone terraces.
This is gonna be a different one,
huh? The site of long-forgotten revelry and well-remembered regret.
Wait, this is different. Is this gonna be like the farmland thing where it's like a DLC mission that just plays in a far more brutal way than normal missions do? A heap of peculiar bones and dusty sinews. Let's just try this. I won't learn what works if I don't try things. Oh. Okay, cut my finger. Sure. Well. What the fuck are these? Little Birdman and person who just looks like... That is... Oh god, that... Wait. That's a tick. This guy just... This guy's head is an overgrown tick. Ew. Ugh. That's horrifying. I love it. Amazing.
Singular strike.
I love the monster designs in this game because they truly just seem horrifying, and I feel like if this game was not in like a sort of drawn, painted kind of thing as an art style,
as the fiend falls,
I would probably just
hope
like feel sick from looking at most of the monsters. You know, if you recreated a lot of the monsters from this game in like the kind of fully in the like heavily realistic kind of visuals we have nowadays in games, if you did that instead of this art style, I would probably barely be able to look at them, because holy fuck, they're just so grotesque. And it's super well done, but also I would absolutely just... I would feel like throwing up from just looking at them, I think. Alright. Dog, bite them all. And, I guess just double gun. Yeah, gun both of them. Oh crap! There's even like a bloodied skeleton head underneath when they lift when the tick lifts its own head. Oh Jesus, man!
Eradicate.
This is the kind of thing where if I even caught a glimpse of this when I was a little kid, I would just be having nightmares about it for weeks. It's weird. I had nightmares super easily when I was a kid. Like, to the point where playing the Lord of the Rings video game gave me nightmares. Wait, what? Crimson Curse? Wait, is this what the blood is for? Oh, it buffs him. Okay.
Press this advantage.
I guess he's a vampire now. Sure. Why not? Sure. I'll just kill all the rest of the enemies, and then we can unwrap that big bag of problems later. I'm not even sure where to start with that one.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Alright. Burn down this thing. Oh, and the rest of the path is hidden. I don't know where I'm actually going. That's ominous. The soil is soaked with half-clotted blood. I'm not sure if any of the things I have on me are like things that would actually help here. But I can try. What about shovel? Nice! Okay, that worked. The shovel works. Good. Always good to figure out what actually is useful in these kinds of areas. Alright, and throbbing cocoons. Shifting and bulging organisms hide behind translucent walls. Can I just holy water it? No. What if I try to interact? Oh, then we get monsters. Got it. Well, I guess that makes sense in a way or something. Probably. I don't freaking know. I mean, I guess it's a cocoon, so me interacting with it probably just alerted all the things that were in there. I am surprised though, like this is like the Crimson Court DLC, I assume.
A decisive.
I kind of assumed that it would be like all vampire, but there seems to just be a theme around like every kind of blood-sucking parasitic creature out there. I am getting a bunch of people infected with what seems to be a form of vampirism, which is not good. This is very not good. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to kill them as quickly as possible, I think. I definitely would prefer to just finish this mission fast so I don't get more problems like that. It's 1 damage. That is not a lot. How much can I deal with this? 5 to 10. Okay, perfect. That's actually perfect. Yeah. And that one's dead now. So now it's just the mosquito. Now it is just the mosquito. And it is stressing out my... what's it called again? Musketeer, that's the class. It's stressing out my musketeer, but not enough that it's a problem, so I guess it's fine. Oh, that's a long path. This is a long path, wow. So... I still have only found 1 of the hives. And I need to find 3. And already my party is looking in this state, so... That's not good. At all. Also, I hate the buzzing sound that's right in my ear when I'm playing this. Holy shit. It reminds me of, like, when I was younger and had just gotten, like, my first gaming PC, and I'd naturally gotten a headset as well. And I would sit there and I would play a game, and at the time I frequently had problems with flies flying into my room during summer, and I just could not tell whether the flies were in the game or in my room, because I was not used to having the surround sound. I used my shovel earlier, goddammit.
You must rely on flesh.
But yeah, I was not used to the surround sound, so it was like, how do I tell what's real and what isn't? Nowadays I can obviously tell a lot better. It can still get iffy, I guess, because headsets get better and therefore it's harder to tell whether you're hearing something from your room or not, but I'm much better at telling now than I was back then. But back then, it was just like, if there was a buzzing insect in a game, I would just look around trying to find it in my room. Oh, that went quick.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Okay, good thing I had food left. Now, please give me 1 of the hives now. I would like 1 of the hives so I can burn it. That is a cocoon again, not a hive. And I'm not dumb enough to fall for it. It is splitting off in 3 ways. I guess I'll go with 1 of the shorter paths first, but this is not... This mission is getting messy, huh? Well, scouting. There's a battle room, but no sign of the quest location. I'm gonna try to go back. I'm gonna try to go back and just see if I can get to a quest location through 1 of the other paths. I need this quest done. I can't keep getting Crimson Cursed. I want all my party members to get the Crimson Curse. There was a battle here. God damn it. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. This is not a good start. Not a good start at all. Well, now. I'm gonna have to just try and whittle down their numbers somewhat fast, I think. I think overall it's probably way better for me to just go for the single target skills right now. Except for this one, which can kill this one in the front while also giving bleed to the rest of them. All right, that is a good that's a good use of like multi-target, I think. God damn it, not another one. Huh. I have no idea what the long-term ramifications of Crimson Curse is, but I'd prefer to just have less people who have it. Oh, shit. Stop drinking. Damn it. Stop missing, damn it. Alright, this should do it. That one is basically dead already. So now we only have the big guy left. Now we don't have the big guy left. That one dies. Bleed and perfect.
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
And I'm gonna have to just fix up my party positioning a bit again. This was the perfect layout. Yeah, this was the perfect setup. What do I scout from here? I still have no clue where I am going then. Alright. This is a unique like mission, I guess. Most of the missions in the game kind of like tell you somewhat where you need to go. A mysterious figure, not fully human, not fully insect, kneels here on the ground. What happens if I give him blood? I get treasure. Nice.
Could staunch the flow of otherworldly
Alright,
corruption.
max HP increase, and this one gives stun skill chance. I don't have anyone with me right now who needs that, but it could be nice to bring back. Alright. I guess I just have to keep going in one direction, though. It's like, I don't know what else to do. Oh, blood craving.
Unnatural.
Shit.
Abhorrent.
That one has a lot of health. That is not a good. That is not a good. Quick market. I'm gonna need all the advantages I can get at against this thing. Swarming corruption. Oh god, its back is like a beehive. Ugh. Oh, that's horrific. I love it. Alright. Alright, Bloodlust? Bloodlust. Okay, he has Bloodlust now, I guess. Can I pull this thing? It doesn't have that much move resist, but the other ones do, so that would probably be why. Maybe. I don't know. No, actually, that doesn't make much sense now. Anyway, buff up my leper so he can deal even more damage. I need some big numbers from him, and then I need to make this thing just. I need this thing to just go down. I can't afford to keep like dragging things out.
The abyss.
Just not. It's just not a good idea to drag this battle out. I need him to go down, and I need him to go down fast. All right, now he's bleeding. Now it's bleeding, and thankfully, it didn't target the party member that is currently on death's door. I guess the only real option is to try and break through the foliage. Alright, just gotta take him out, get him out of death's door for a bit now. Oh. Submerge. Wait, what? Increased protection and no, increased dodge. Okay, it... Oh, wait. So that's not good, I guess. I don't... What do you mean, I guess? I know it's not good. Oh! Holy crap. That was a good heal. And a nice dodge. Alright. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So, just shoot this guy. Quick. And, then I hit him big. Gotta hit him big, hit him hard. Please do not kill my dog guy.
And now, the true test.
Do not kill the puppy dog
fast,
man.
Or expire.
Alright, good. The puppy dog man lives. The puppy dog man will survive. What is the stun resist? 50%. And what is the chance here? 110 as base. It's either that or mark. I think I'll mark him. Fuck. Wait, his debuff resist is also pretty high, so probably wasn't a good idea to begin with. I'll just have to keep firing at him. keep hitting him. I gotta keep hitting this thing hard. Oh boy. Oh, wait. That helped. That was good. Thank you, moron. You just made my life easier. He fixed the party positioning that had been messed up. Oh man, all the like vegetation is like 100 HP. That's... So it really is not a good idea to try and solve this fight by getting rid of the vegetation. Unless you can burst it down super fast, but if you can do that, you could probably also just burst down the boss, couldn't you? Like, I imagine if you could do one, you could do the other. And in that case, bursting down the boss is likely the better choice, I'd say. Alright, now... just gonna heal a bit up, since the increased dodge is gonna make it hard to hit. Might as well just try to make sure I'm in a good state. Alright. Someone at this door, but thankfully for once, it's someone who isn't bleeding out. So I'll try to mark him again. And it actually hit this time, even if the debuff was resisted. That's still good.
And despondence
hit him with the big sword.
Or cowardice.
Lurking fear. Increased damage and protection. That is not a good. That is not good at all. Why do you have to keep going for the dog person? The dog man didn't do anything to deserve that. And he has bleed, so I gotta heal him.
Is patient. It will wait.
Alright, right. Got it. I should have used the dog treat earlier. I didn't. That's my fault. But I use it now, just so I can finish this fight quicker with more certainty. And a crit! Oh, that's good. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. The reeds were a bit slow to die, so for a moment I sat there thinking, like, am I gonna have to kill the reeds now? What's this? Battered Lawman's Badge. Houndmaster only. Crimson Court. Plus 15 ACC range skills. Plus 50% stress skills while camping. Plus 25% healing. Minus 25% stun resist. Minus 20% debuff resist. Even the chief was in on it. Plus 25% damage versus bleeding. Plus 5% crit versus bleeding. That is really good. Wow. Yeah, that's a good one. Wow. I'm gonna bring that. Quest location. Oh my god, there's a quest location this way. I might actually
As life ebbs,
I might actually be able to get through this.
Emptiness reveal themselves.
Crap.
Gnawing hunger sets in.
Correction. I might have been able to get through this. I don't think I can anymore. What the hell was that mission? I'm gonna retreat.
You cannot learn a thing you think you know.
I could have probably continued, but that was going to just wipe me. I feel.
To me.
Crimson Curse. Madness in my veins. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Oh, I can't treat it at the medical ward. What? But it is counted as a disease. Would I need to upgrade the medical ward or something? Or is it just like... Is it a disease but permanent? I have a feeling it's permanent, which is not exactly ideal. Not ideal at all, in fact. Wait, also... Do I have any ways I can de-stress her? I don't. Is it just her... In town only visits brothel for stress release. Okay, yeah, I did not think to check that, and then I just threw everyone into places without considering that I would need to keep a brothel open for her. That's on me. Absolutely. I guess I will try that again at some point, but probably not right now. That is a brutal place. Wow. Especially, I don't know if I got unlucky or if it's supposed to be that that much travel between each different location. Because it says short here. It says short. So I figured that, like, I feel like the amount of rooms I visited were enough for a full short dungeon. But I didn't reach the end. So I guess I should be prepared for it to take longer if I'm gonna go there again. Also, even though I don't like having to train them up from zero, I'm gonna have to recruit someone who can frontline.
The promise of payment.
Like, this guy, I need him. He's the only frontliner they have. And I absolutely need a frontliner. If I don't have one, it is a mess. I'm gonna need to just give him uppercut and stuff, Caltrops. Because I need him fully effective when he's standing in front of everyone else. And then I can set up the party. She is most effective there, yeah. This guy has not been renamed. I should put a dash on him so I know to name him later. Gotta remember to do that. I gotta remember to do that. I should also really at some point set up a thing where it's just like I should set up some kind of like pinned message or something for my next Darkest Dungeon stream where it just explains that, like, hey, if you want to name a party member and they have a dash at the end of their name, just say what you want to name them in chat. Because it is kind of hard to figure out, even when I did have the whole, like, you can name the party members in the stream title. I think it was probably hard for people to figure out that they actually could do that. Oh well. I could go in there, but I think right now I need the XP. I have some people who could use the XP in the party. I think I'll just go for a short one here. Short with no light sources. I think that's how I'm gonna do it. Bringing the resources to cleanse stuff mostly, I think. Yeah. This should be fine. I need a low cost expedition that doesn't have too small of a reward
to
either.
Our war against the swine, we must first scout their squalid homes.
Explore. My quest is to explore 90% of rooms, which means I can ignore that one for optimal routing. However, there is loot on the way. I'm here to make money and XP. I'm going after them. Even if it's optional and I absolutely don't need it, I'm going to do it this way. Now uppercut him to knock him back. I actually should have uppercut the one behind him, but whatever. Make the ones in the back bleed. And then shine a little holy light on this fella. And now he'll die the moment it's his turn. I'll throw a little stun grenade on this guy. Yeah. Alright. I think that was a good first turn at least. Good start to the fight.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Now, throw one on this guy. I love status effects in this game, man. I love the status effects. They just feel so satisfying to land. God damn it, could you not miss? The party members I have always feel like they miss at the times where it's most important they don't miss. Alright. Oh well. This guy, he's going to die on next turn. That's fine. That's fine. I can handle him getting that one turn because he is just gonna die next time. This guy, he will also die in his next turn, so all my focus should be on the guy in the back.
A death by inches.
There we go. All my focus goes to this guy, who is now dying on his next turn. I love bleed damage. Damage over time is not useful enough in most RPGs. In large part because either fights are too short, or it's one of those things where they just make all the really strong enemies immune to damage over time abilities.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
I absolutely remember when I was first playing Darkest Dungeon all those years ago, and it was like, holy shit, damage over time is actually reliable. And I would just always have someone who could inflict bleed or blight on enemies. Often both, because, you know, if an enemy is resisting one, they sometimes don't resist the other.
As the fiend falls,
that's just kind of useful to have them. This guy is getting bleed and blight. And now that is a death on its turn. So I can just focus on everyone else. Oh yeah, web him up. They can target my flatulent as much as they want.
This is how a life is taken.
He likes it, so it doesn't matter. The ancient Greek philosophers would often argue, how does one torture a masochist? They didn't find an answer.
Back to the pit.
Because, well, frankly,
gone, fiend.
You know, it depends. Frankly, there was too many variables.
This expedition at least promises success.
Yeah. At some point, they just all had to agree that it really came down to the masochist, and there was probably a level of it where you couldn't torture them at all. I kind of wonder how much, you know, a lot of streamers play up their personalities, and that includes what they're into, just for like the comedic effect. Sometimes I wonder, like, how many streamers out there who like see a horrific monster like these worms and then go like wood, knowing full well how painful of an experience that would be. How many of them actually have a part of them that's like serious about it? Even if they are not necessarily like, even if they logically know they definitely would not want to go through what that would be like. I wonder how many times people just say that stuff as a joke, but there's just a part of them that's serious about it.
These nightmarish creatures can be
or maybe maybe just cases where it started as a joke, but then it became serious. It's like, you know, that happens. How many of us have had that time, you know, for example, where we started saying some sort of meme word as a joke, but then we just said it so much that it became a part of our vocabulary.
Mechanical hazards. Possessed by evil
I still
intent.
say yeet when I throw stuff, and it's just like, that was originally just something I said to make fun of saying yeet when you throw stuff, but it became a part of my just way of speaking. I wonder how far that rabbit hole can extend. Just like the whole, you start doing it as a joke, and then eventually it just becomes serious without you realizing it. There's gotta be like some sort of psychological studies into that somewhere. Maybe I should go look for it and try and read up on it when I'm done streaming for today. Because probably haven't mentioned it on stream before. I think psychology is kind of interesting, and I have studied it before, so it's like, you know, sometimes I just feel like reading up on it. Oh, this is, I was about to say this is not good, but it's like, this is actually just perfectly fine. There's not really any major issues going on right now. I just uppercut that guy to throw their entire positioning out of whack. Now they only have one guy who's in his proper place. I mean, aside from the one who's just gonna die when his turn hits. Anyway, remove the bleeding. And then... this one dies on its turn, so just axe the front guy. And then flagellate him. Nearly at the point. He is nearly at death health. Now he's at death health. Alright, he is practically already dead. He is just gonna die when it's his turn. So, I can focus all my efforts on this guy. Ooh, nice. Not bad at all.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
That it does. Get wrecked. And I just do a party heal because there's no reason to attack that guy. Why would one bother to attack a dead man?
A trifling victory, but a
And
victory
key?
nonetheless.
Nice, nice. It's like, this is not by any means my biggest haul. It is not that big of a haul overall, but it's fine. Oh. Well, that was not good. All that's left of a previous adventurer, perhaps. I wonder, what could I try to cleanse this with? I'll start with this, because I just had multiple of it. There we go.
Finding the stuff is only the
It's
first
like,
test.
I know that
Now it
I
must be
tend
carried
to
home.
waste a lot of items when just experimenting with cleansing, but since the game marks what each item did when you tried it on a curio, I think it's worthwhile to just throw darts at the wall, see what sticks. Just scattershot it. And if you're lucky, you'll just end up finding the right answer. And even if you don't find the right answer, you still end up having something that you can make use of. Like, sometimes it's not the right answer you find, but you still get a permanent little marker to remind you that, like, hey, don't use this item on this thing. Don't use the torch on the books.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
This game is very heavily against burning books and will fuck you up if you do it. Which, frankly, is kind of hilarious. Anyway, it is not looking good with the stress down here. Yo, Purple, how are you? Been a while. Ooh, this is gonna have to just move him back here. And then I can blight the ones in the back. Good. This... I'm pulling this guy. Doing alright, that's good, that's good. Holy light on this one. Oh yeah, Purple. I did end up doing the contract that you had asked me to do. It's like I tried to save it for a time where you were also like in the chat, but
One can
you know,
sometimes find clarity in madness.
I knew that I was going to move on to playing Darkest Dungeon the day after, so I at the end I was like, okay, I don't see Purple in the chat, but I'm gonna do the contract because I did want to do Baptism Intensifies. It went a bit messy, but I did manage to make it all work. It really did turn out that all I was missing to make it work was that one electrocution device. Oh shit, abusive.
Frustration and fury.
Oh dear.
More destructive than 100
I mean, that's
cannons.
honestly really fine because I had class. I mean, fair. Honestly, I feel like I stream at a time that's just awkward for pretty much everyone who watches me. But that's really just a result of the fact that, like, I stream due to me needing something to do, not because I actually have it, not because of any greater purpose behind it. I started streaming because I needed something to do, so my schedule just kind of reflects the fact that I didn't have anything going on when I started streaming. Oh, this is not good. Gonna heal. Perfect. There are some stressed out party members and they are not in a good state, but it's fine. I only have a few rooms left. Remove the bleed. But yeah, I wonder how it's gonna line up with like the people who actually return to my streams. I wonder how it's gonna line up with those people when I eventually rework my stream schedule, which I think I've talked about this a couple of times in the past. I know for a fact I'm gonna need to rework my stream schedule soon, because once I start having classes again, I can't just stream during what's to me is the middle of the day. And oh my god, did he just punched my goddamn flagellant. Alright, punch this guy instead, man. But yeah, I know I'm gonna have to rework my stream schedule. I just also need my study schedule before I can rework my stream schedule, you know? But yeah, that's gonna be a weird part of my life, because I've been streaming as just a weekday thing for so long.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
There was this dude, not gonna name them. I played a contract he was playing, got twice as fast as him, and he called me a piece of shit cheater for like hours. Man, that sounds like someone with an ego problem. I don't have anything I feel like I would need holy water for the bone altar. I don't have that, so I'm just gonna leave it. God damn, a trap.
Mind that such missteps are the exception.
When you played another contract twice as fast again, you got banned. Wow. Okay.
Glittering gold.
Wow, that is
paid for in blood.
Way to protect your ego there, streamer boy. Like that seems very insecure. Wow. So I sent the YouTube link of proof of my run in the unban request. That is a power move. That is a power move.
And now, the darkness.
Like, I'm sorry it happened in the first place, but that is a hilarious story to have. Sending the actual... Getting banned for being better at the game than the streamer, and then sending proof of you being better in the unban request, that is just a power move.
The swine labyrinth may yet prove to be navigable.
Well, let's see. I got some money. It wasn't perfect, but hey, made some progress. Oh no. Wait. So I've named this flatulent streamer because streamers often seem to be masochists. And now he's got an imposter syndrome. Holy shit, this is appropriate. Wow. A streamer with imposter syndrome, sure. Getting called a cheater was such a wonderful compliment. That was such a compliment. Yeah, like if you play super well and you didn't cheat, and then at that point, someone else saying that you're cheating just because you played well, Yeah, that's like, no, that's nothing to be upset about, because it's just like, okay, I guess you, I guess that just means that, like, you were better than them. I guess that just means they couldn't imagine someone playing that well. I'm personally always hesitant to call people cheaters if they're not, because it's like, I know that I am nowhere near the peak of, I know I'm nowhere near the peak of, like, skill in most of the games I play. Because I don't stick around with a game long enough to ever reach the peaks. You know, I swap games a lot. So, when someone is better than me, there is a good chance that they got that in a genuine way, and they're just like, they just play well and deserve being as good as they are. I don't know,
Sharper sword,
that's how I feel.
Stronger shield. Anything to prolong a soldier's life.
Wonderful, the stars have aligned. Yeah, yeah, streamer getting imposter syndrome is really just stars aligning. Wow. It's like, that is also just the one, that is also one of the few cases here where I named a party member myself instead of asking someone in chat to name a party member, and it just worked perfectly, I guess. Dude, like, personally, because he wants to learn speedrunning, you could always ask for advice and be mentally prepared that there are people better than you. Like, well, who was... I think it was Einstein who said like something along the lines of, my work is built on the shoulders of giants. You should never assume that there aren't people better than you. In fact, one of the smartest people in history was very open about the fact that he only got his work as far as he did because there were other people who were doing it better than he did. Anyway, how do I handle the whole Crimson Curse thing? Huh. But yeah, like, when you go into learning something, you should just assume that you're not gonna be the best at it, because you aren't going to be the best at it. Everyone, if there are gonna be people out there who have so much more experience than you do, and they are deservedly going to outperform you, because that's just kind of how experience works. That's how it works to just learn something new. And it applies to generally anything. Yeah, exactly. It applies to pretty much everything. If in any case where you like are trying to learn a skill, it applies. You should just never go into things assuming you'll be the best at all. Or at least not assuming that you will start out being the best. You might get there. You very well could get there and become the best. But you need to start somewhere, and the place you start is not gonna be from the top. You know, it's like, honestly, I feel like people should just adopt the mentality of, like, when you start an RPG or like an MMO or something. You're like, if you start an MMO, everyone will call you an absolute idiot if you think you're going into endgame raids before you've leveled up a bit. It's like how I get into a ranked game. I just expect to get beat up. Yeah. Because you're expecting that there are other people out there who have way more experience than you, and therefore
they breed quickly.
There's a good chance that you'll struggle against them.
Slay them even faster.
Oh, that was a good scout. Alright, room battle down here. But yeah, like, always assume that there are people out there who are going to be better than you.
Mechanical hazards,
at least when you're getting into it. Eventually, you might get to a place where you can start actually going for the top spot. But yeah, there's also like, what's the name of that one? What is the name of that one phenomenon where people who know a bit about like a sport or game or whatever are actually worse about it than worse at it than complete newbies? There's a word for it. I don't remember what it is.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
But somehow, like I guess there's just I guess that might partially come from the same thing where it's just like people get into it and get too confident and early on. Like they think they know more about the thing than they actually do. Oh, that's not good. Gone.
Continue the onslaught.
Like, personally, those speedruns that I did, I can 100% be beaten. It's definitely not the best, and I'm just looking to improve. Yeah, and that's honestly the right attitude, I think. Like, the only way you really get anywhere in speedrunning is by practicing. It's like I mentioned earlier. The reason I don't speedrun is literally just because I know for a fact that I do not have the that I like don't have the patience to stick with the same game long enough to practice it. I still just enjoy watching speedruns though. Not sure my vocab's pretty weak for an English speaker. I don't think your vocabulary being weak or anything has something to do with this, because it's just like
predate even the earliest settlers.
I'm asking for like some sort of obscure term, you know? Oh shit, she's irrational. That is not good. Oh well. Gotta just keep moving.
Trinkets and baubles.
Paid for in blood.
Considering the size of the dungeon, I don't think I actually need the torches. Might just keep going. Oh, and there's a prize. That's good. That's good. Good start. Not really much of a reason to do a buckshot since this guy takes 2 spaces. Just gonna shoot the guy in the back. And then we tentacle the guys in the back.
As the fiend falls, a faint
and
hope
mace this guy. Then with a I can't really hit that guy, so I guess it's just hit the big guy with this guy. Honestly, not a bad amount of damage for hitting such a big target. I have to admit, I have no idea which tree to tap for ale. I mean, there are 2 ways to interpret that sentence, and one of them is significantly funnier than the other, I think. There is the approach of, oh, she's talking about, like, you know, what tree to tap so she can brew ale using what she gets. I like to take that line as she wants to just put a tap in a tree so ale comes out.
The bigger the beast,
I think that's funnier.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying
I have way too much food. I might as well just like shout down and heal my party up a bit. There we go. Now I have room for more stuff. And I can just put a relic on this guy. Great. I got more food.
Reward for a task well performed.
I'm gonna be real, I don't even know if I want this. I have so much food already. I don't think it's helpful to even bring.
Circle in the dark.
Like, even taking the biggest food option here, I still have way more than I need. Maintain equipment. Clean musket. And then... increase his damage. Now I just probably would want to de-stress this. I will probably want to de-stress one character now. How much stress does he have? Minus 15 would be good. Here. Alright. That's a good rest. Perfect.
The light. The promise of safety.
Bam. And, God damn it. Why didn't I bring shovels?
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh.
Why didn't I bring shovels? This is the second time I've needed a shovel, and I didn't bring any. Why do I keep doing that to myself? Just consistently not bringing shovels. Ah, dang it. Oh well. I buckshot these guys. Then... Then let's see. I do a pull on this one. Because now the formation is fucked up. And then I just gotta hit them really hard, I guess. Not much else to my strategy here. I just hit them hard. My party might end up being super overstressed, but it's fine. It's a short mission, and I just need the loot. Wait. Hit. Perfect. Nice. And then we pull this one up again. You go up to the front. No more corpses to hide behind. Now get gunned.
Destroyed.
I like the pose the musketeer does when she fires the small, like, sidearm instead of the big one. Alright, just use the torch, I guess, just to make... All things considered, probably a good idea to make fights just a slight bit safer. Alright. 3 rooms total that I don't know what I'll find in. So, that's interesting. It's honestly really not that many for a mission, for what's considered a medium mission, like in length. Not in difficulty. You don't want to call this a medium difficulty mission, because that's like not appropriate for the levels. Bandages? No? Okay, I don't think that the key will interact with this at all. So I just tried to read it, and that did not help. I guess that was just a pointless thing to interact with at all. Alright, Piggy. Let us... I really want to get rid of the drummer. And boy, did I get rid of the drummer. That was a crit. Very, very well-timed crit, actually. Perfect. Honestly... Don't think I could have gotten a better start to the battle.
Dizzying blow to body and
nice.
brain.
All right. Well, I do have 2 people with an affliction now, so that's not good. But on the other hand, I am nearly done with the dungeon overall. So really not that much of a problem. I just gotta make it through this this fight, and then there's at most gonna be like 1 or 2 fights in the other rooms. Nothing super big.
Obliterated.
And you get an anti-venom, and then I just big sword.
Annihilated.
I agree with the narrator. That was annihilation. That was not just death. Like a crit. For 35, that was 35 or something like that, right? Damage against an enemy that had like, I don't even know if its health was in the double digits, but it was not that high anyway.
The shadows whisper of conspiracy.
The enemy definitely was not that strong. It was honestly a bit overkill. Alright,
remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious
thing for
killer.
Bounty hunters. And I got some gems and a torch. I don't need the torch. Wait, I forgot. I could have tried to see how it would have worked if I used the holy water on that curio, but I forgot to do that. I forgot that I had holy water, actually. Is probably the correct thing to say. Oh no. Yes! Stalwart! Finally!
Many fall in the face of chaos,
the rest of my party may have all
today.
contracted like negative affliction from stress, but hey, at least I got one person who's doing good. That's a nice start, I guess. And into the door we go. And we've moved further. Further! I hit C on accident. Alright. Ooh, nice loot.
Secrets and wonders can be found in the most
Perfect.
tenebrous corners of this
Then
place.
we got a trap. Best chance to disarm it is here. Okay. Everything is working out with Mr. Bulk. So now we just got 2 rooms left to check for fights, and then we're good.
Curious is the
I just gotta get through like the last 2 rooms, and then I'm fine.
By his own eyes.
I think it's doable. Despite the afflictions, my health is so high. I have like so much health, and also several buffs are still active. I think it's all doable. All right. Yes. Okay, let's see here. This one has a low chance of killing if I hit it. This one is a decent chance of killing. I think I'll go for it. That was the lowest possible roll. Okay. You just had to move over there, did you? Crap. Now, I might have been able to take one of them out on that turn if he didn't move away from, like, where I positioned him.
Impressive.
But I guess that's what happened when you got someone who's hopeless.
Inspiration and improvement.
Inspiration and improvement in the midst of paranoia, irrationality, and hopelessness, I guess. Now, big hit. God damn it. Hit more. I swear, if I get a relic that increases accuracy, I'm plopping it straight on the leper. Like, I'm just like, yeah, no, he needs to actually hit some more of his strikes. He is missing so often. Okay. When he does hit, it does deal a ton of damage, though, which is why I like the class. It's like, yeah, sure, not the best accuracy, but hey, it really, when it works, it really works. This one would just be a guaranteed death if I hit it. This one is like a chance to kill. With the if I hit it part being very important, because that's an if, not a win. Alright. Oh well. This thing's down on 4 HP. I can probably musketeer it. Hello there. Hello there, Moonlight Shadow. This. Alright. Now he finally hits. I think that's the first hit he's landed the entire fight. So. Oh, Butcher's Cut. Ha! Get dodged, idiot. Please let this be the last fight in the dungeon. If this is the last room battle in the dungeon, then I am golden. If not, then okay.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled.
Nope, it could just be a brutal. It might end up being kind of brutal. All right. Let's try to see if this works. No. All right, it just had concept.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of other worldly
I actually never saw this game being played ever since I'm on Twitch. It is a slightly older game too, so That might be why. Because while on YouTube, you know, people make a video and there's content on that game forever. On Twitch, it's like there's only content on the game as long as people are actively streaming it, and the older a game is, the less likely it is that people stream it. I don't know, when did it come out? Darkest Dungeon? Let me just check. 19th January 2016. Holy crap, this game has been out for a while. That... it really doesn't feel like 2016 should have been as long ago as it is. You know, like, 2016 is almost 10 years ago. Like, it's 9 years ago right now, I think. So, wow. Now I feel old. Huh. Oh well. But yeah, you know, the longer a game is out, the less people are gonna stream it on Twitch, so that's probably why you haven't seen many people stream it. 2016, I'm on Twitch since 2014. Welcome to the club of feeling old. I can't believe I was in primary school 10 years ago. Holy shit, yeah, like... It is wild whenever I actually sit and think back to just... Oh, like... Some of the most like important years of my life, in terms of like me developing as a person, happened at a boarding school, and that feels like it's recent, but no, it's like it's 7 years ago or something.
Executed with impunity.
That's not even getting into the mess of like the lockdowns, which also feel like they were recent, but nope. 5 years ago. Just... It never feels like things have... I feel like it's always either you feel like things are like way further back than they should be, or they're way closer than they should be. Primary school isn't it at the age of 6 to 10? Honestly, I think different countries have different definitions of different words in that regard. Whenever I've talked about what we in Denmark call gymnasiet on stream, I've just called, online I just called high school, because like otherwise people don't even know what I'm talking about.
Their squeals fade.
Because that's like the closest equivalent America has. But school systems and their progression and all that just vary greatly from country to country. 2020 was such a fever dream. It was February, and 1 second later it was December. I feel like 2020 took forever. And it was in no small part due to the fact that, you know, obviously we started getting taught from home due to necessity. We couldn't exactly be at the school. But like, when we closed in on the exam period, it came to light that studies had shown that like being taught from home in that way wasn't actually that effective.
Shoot.
And well, the way that my specific school decided to handle it, and I don't know if this was like a universal thing in the country or if it was just my school, but normally leading up to exams, you get days off because they want you to be able to just focus on your studies. For whatever freaking reason, we did not get this. So leading up to like the days that I had exams, I had to still take classes on top of studying up. I couldn't just focus on my studies. I had to take my classes normally on top of it. It was such a weird time. Let's see. It was a weird experience with COVID. Yeah, it was. Just so goddamn weird. Not gonna lie, home-based learning ruined my studies because whenever I'm at home, I can never focus on studying. I need to be at the library or at school. Yeah, that's also a thing. Like, just different people have different needs in terms of studying, but in general, because of how this was set up, people would study at home by being in like their rooms and stuff. Which means people were in an environment where their brain was sort of trained to think of it as, oh, now I'm in the place where I can relax. And, you know, they certainly couldn't. Alright, I'm gonna need a frontliner. But, like, yeah, so apparently it's genuinely tough to just study well if you're in your home normally, because it's like your brain just can't adjust to the fact that, hey, you actually do need to study right now. I mean, I can't tell how school did it because I was 21 in 2020. I wasn't at school. I wasn't in like grade school, but you know, I was still like in school, I guess. I think the closest equivalent America would have would be high school, but it's not exactly this. I don't know if it's exactly the same thing. So, now this guy can be a frontliner, I guess. Alright, I'll throw him out on the front. I don't know if I should go after a boss, because that feels like the kind of thing you want to bring your A game for. And I'm kind of just gonna be throwing together a party of consisting of whoever is available. I actually don't even know, like... Oh, wait. Gotta remember to put a dash here. But I don't even know what kind of party I could set up here. I have this guy, these two. Alright. But yeah, COVID was weird. Gotta lurk, gotta grab dinner. Alright. Hope you have a nice dinner then. Dinner is a really important meal, I think. I don't know how it is, like, scientifically, but I think it's a really important meal. Oh, let's see here. I can, as long as she's there, she can throw the... She can, like, do her lunge and move back, and, she can throw daggers. She is gonna have to, suffice, I guess. I can't tell you because I don't know what system America has if you're not studying but still learning a job where you need to study at a special school, and I don't know if English has a word for that kind of school. Well, in Denmark, I do know that kind of school is at the same level that I was studying at when COVID hit. So I don't know what. I don't think there is an English word for it either. I don't know the English word if there is one. I'm gonna have to bring some blood. And probably a good amount of items overall. Yeah. Dinner. I need to get some lunch for today. I haven't had breakfast today. Lol. It's near coffee and cake time here. Good that we both don't know. Makes me feel better. Yeah.
The timing of the chance is imperative.
I mean,
without the
I guess it's about it's a bit into the afternoon where I am. So time zones are weird sometimes. Like, time zones are very weird. I've had people come in and like watch me, and then I just learned that they're watching me in the middle of the night. Alright, so... There is a boss somewhere here. And I think the most safe thing to go for is the top right corner, because that's very far away from me. And I think the further away from where I started I go, the more likely I am to run into the boss.
These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
That is my working theory right now. Yeah, sometimes I am unsure if there actually is, if there's actually no word for that, or if I just don't know the word. Yeah, I'm like that with a lot of things. And sometimes it's also just that I know the word, but then I try to pronounce it and my brain shuts down. Which is a very awkward situation to be in. Bam. And yeah, I made it possible that I joined a stream like years ago, rejoin, and streamer don't know me anymore, of course.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like... I know some people who come into my chat at this point. But that's because, like... Most people who watch streams, I feel like most of them don't actually, you know, say anything. Most people are lurkers, and that's fine.
Continue the onslaught.
But then, like, I occasionally get the people who are very chatty, and you know, if someone is chatty and they then come into my stream again, not too long after after they last came in. I'll obviously start recognizing them because it's like, oh yeah, you were that person who said those things. Oh my god, this is so relatable. My brain knows how to pronounce it, but my mouth doesn't make it work. Yeah. Holy crap! I feel like if I had like legitimately active community watching me, there would be so many clips of me just tripping over my own words, not because I didn't know what I wanted to say, but because when I then try to say it, it just does not come out the way it needs to, and I just end up going like it's like that's just how it happens, apparently, for me anyway. All right. I'm almost at where I suspect the boss is. I got a map, not bad. I was right, the boss is there.
Mind
oh my god, perfect.
Are the exception.
That is perfect, because that means I can rest up knowing that I'll get to the boss immediately after.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
And when works, my mouth makes the most worst accent in this world. Even I can hear my own accent, and it's like so cringe to me. Yeah, I've been told by some people I don't have an accent, and then I've been told by other people that my accent is there, but it's light enough that you don't really notice it. So I don't know what to believe in that kind of thing. Anyway, let's see. Gotta give a damage buff to this guy. And then this guy will buff the entire party speed. What else should I do? What else is worth doing? This one? Gives increased speed. And then de-stress. Bam. But yeah, like... There are times where I definitely feel like I have an obvious accent, but then but apparently I don't. I don't know. I ran out of shovels, goddammit.
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
Gonna use rations to heal up before I enter the door, because I know there's a boss in there. Then light up things, and then the boss should be entirely manageable.
It is a travesty.
Oh, this is such a grotesque monster. I love it. Oh, I love that. Now. Alright, just make them both bleed. Perfect.
Mortality clarified.
That was a big hit to start with, huh? Huh. I can say that I don't hear an accent, but I'm not a native English speaker, so I don't know how to contextualize the statement. I mean, fair enough. Again, like, it might... Genuinely, when I feel like I have an accent that's, like, noticeable, it is legitimately possible that it's just myself being, like, insecure about my voice or something. Because I have had more than a couple of occasions where I was like, yeah, I wish my voice was different. Which, granted, I think most people have those moments. I don't feel like it's at all a rare thing to... Oh god, fuck!
The soil, feeding the evil therein.
Okay, no, this is bad. This is very bad no, bad.
Teetering on the brink, facing
crap.
The abyss.
Oh, crap. I am gonna have to just get everything I can out of what I have here. Holy shit, things immediately went very wrong. I'm gonna mark him. Yeah, mark him, and then I can start dealing extra damage against him. Holy shit.
The slow death.
Oh.
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
This became brutal very fast. Yeah, I know I have an accent. I do not talk English enough to have no accent. Even though I don't like my accent in any way, I don't know. In my opinion, it does sound weird, especially if it's coming out so hard. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the thing with accents is like, some people just find it charming. But I wouldn't say we have to be worried about our accents because it means we're fluent in another language. Yeah, that's true as well. If you have an accent, all that means is that you speak more than one language. And some people don't. Yeah, exactly. I was very surprised, when I was younger. I was very surprised to learn that apparently, in English-speaking countries, it wasn't always mandatory to learn a second language. Because I've grown up in Denmark, and one of the more simple facts about Danish culture and school system is that you are expected to learn English. That is like a grade school thing. When you go to just absolute regular grade school, you will learn English, and you are expected to speak it at least like somewhat well. Oh, it's not like you have to be fluent, but you do need to learn it somewhat. Not somewhat. It is a part of your education. So it was like really weird for me growing up and finding out that apparently, in the US, for example, no one really you weren't really required to learn a second language. Hell, in Denmark, it's like you're technically supposed to learn a third language. You're technically supposed to learn, like, obviously Danish, but then also English and German. Due to a lack of available German teachers, I did not learn to speak German. Because by the time I actually got a German teacher, I was too far into the school system to really, make use of that. Because I just grown too old, and there were too many things I needed to focus on. So the amount of catching up I needed to do in order to learn German was just too much for me.
Inspiration
but
and improvement.
like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like I just ended up not learning it, despite the fact that most Danes do learn German in while they're in grade school. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! No!
Another life wasted in the pursuit of glory
Shit.
and gold.
Oh shit! 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 This is not good. Oh, come on! I just need to deal a bit more damage so it dies from bleed. Yes! Yes! Yes!
How many
Victory!
rats will it take to gnaw through a ton
Victory!
of putrid flesh?
Perfect. I retreat. I have 2 people alive. I retreat. I'm not exploring further. Oh. Yeah, especially near the border, they learn/speak German. I was there December 2024. I mean, I live like 70 to 80 minutes away from the Danish border. Yeah. As like... obviously down there they learn German. It's even more like common to learn German because that's just part of living in the area. But still, overall, it's just a thing that Danes are expected to do. So, all right, I have someone with who needs to be treated for tetanus, and holy shit, this guy has a lot of stuff to be treated for. Now I am slightly closer to being able to having a full level 3 party. Oh, I will clean this guy of compulsive. Some people in Germany, more in the north of my state, do learn Danish. I mean, honestly, there's also in like the northern parts of Germany and the like the area around the Danish border for Germany, there is a bit of like a history thing where it's like, yeah, the people who live there are a mix of a lot of people who live there are like descending from a mix of Germans and Danes due to like old territory conflicts and stuff. You know, the classic with the good old war, where Denmark was super overconfident because they got out of their last war off just fine, so they did not consider the fact that okay, maybe we should not be going to war with a country that's way bigger than us and has more advanced guns. Okay, there was a lot of just funny stuff with that whole situation. Yeah, probably I was never affected by that, but yeah, they probably made a little mistake. Yeah, Denmark really has just lost like a lot of Denmark has a history of losing wars to Germany. We really do. I was about to say hopefully that can be rectified, but honestly, ideally it never needs to be. You know, I'd rather just not be at war with Germany at all. I feel like that's better for everyone. Alright, we got a bounty. So in terms of people I could bring on a low difficult dungeon right now. Got 3 party members. I need a 4th, and ideally one who can be the 2nd line. What's this guy good at? How's my bounty hunter at handling? Alright. Alright then, in that case... Wait, do I have... Yeah, right, I already have a leper, so no need to go specifically for that.
A mighty sword arm anchored by
Alright.
holy purpose.
There we go.
Warrior.
Well, not just Denmark, I mean... Was it Luxembourg that got invaded in both wars? No, like, the war I mentioned before was, like, around the border. It was this big thing where, in South Jutland, there was this kind of, I think it was like an actual agreement or whatever, that Denmark was not allowed to treat it as like an actual part of Denmark, even if it was technically within Danish borders. You know, like, it was Danish territory, but it should always be referred to as sort of its own thing. Just a mess, honestly. So the Danish king got way too cocky and decided, hey, I'm gonna take that agreement there and just break it very blatantly. And then a guy from Germany was like, hey, I can get some new territory and glory for myself, or like Germany or Prussia or whatever. I could get some territory and glory for myself if I just take advantage of this. And then the two countries went to war. Denmark went in super cocky because last time Denmark went to war before that, they came out in a really good spot. But it was specifically because they got help from others. So it's like, you know, they kind of overestimated how much it was their own army that had been doing a good job. They overestimated that and kind of paid the price because they got wrecked. Oh, okay, yeah, you meant this one. Yeah, I barely remember that, not gonna lie. I mean, I once went to a school not too far from where that war took place, so it's like, you know, and if the school is located in the area, they might as well just teach you about it. So I learned about it. Alright, now... Wait, oops, that was... I have a party here that should just be completely fine. This is a long one, okay. It does give some really good rewards. I think I'll go for it. But holy crap, do I need to stock up if it's gonna be a long one. Like, I'm gonna have to sell even more relics to make room for it. Yeah, then you get taught that. I don't remember we got taught that too much. Maybe because we were focused on things like World War or French Revolution or whatever. Those are important too. Like, those are important things to learn about. It's like, no matter where you live, you should probably learn about those specific kinds of wars, because they have such a prominent role in history. In fact, what was about to say? I forgot what I was going to say, but the French Revolution is like directly responsible for Denmark getting democracy. Because the king of Denmark at the time, he kind of just looked at France and was like, wait, they're doing what to the nobles now? Oh fuck! And then he just decided that, okay, if my people are eventually going to do something like that, probably a good idea to instead just like be ahead of the curve on this thing and just give them democracy right now and maintain my own power
and improvement.
So yeah, like the whole reason Denmark has democracy is because the French Revolution scared the shit out of the king. For the history of the state region you live where you live, but yeah, French Revolution have had a huge impact on several countries, I guess. Yeah, I mean, again, literally the reason why Denmark has democracy, because our king just got really goddamn scared, and I get why it would be terrifying though. Like, I'm not going to say that it's like, oh, he's a little pussy. No. I would be terrified too if I was like a monarch and suddenly learned about the French Revolution. It's still weird to me that some European countries do have monarchy representative, but still monarchy. I mean, how much of a monarchy it really is kind of depends on the country. In Denmark's case, it's like, technically we have a monarchy, but it's really more of a ceremonial thing. You know, like, some countries the monarchy actually acts like a ruling party. In cases like Denmark, it's like they have power on paper, but if they use that power, they're just gonna people are just gonna get mad and they're gonna get deposed.
Nonetheless.
Like they're not really at liberty to just use the power they have as the royal family. Oh crap, man. This is... honestly, I should not even have brought torches. I feel like I'm already gonna get light just from putting up the...
made clear.
I'm already gonna get light just from camping. Why did I bring torches? Alright, gun them down here. But yeah, I guess it can feel kind of weird that there's still monarchies out there. I'm personally just of the opinion by now that it's like... Ideally, sure, monarchies should probably be a thing of the past. In practice, it's just kind of like, if the monarchy doesn't actually have power, I'm not gonna bother getting worked up about it. It's not ideal, but whatever. Like, you know,
their formation is broken.
Sure, it's like
maintain the offensive.
I guess also part of me is just like in the case of Denmark specifically, if we lost our monarchy, we would not have anything to draw in tourists. Like that is literally the entire appeal of visiting Denmark. It's like we have Lego and we have a monarchy. Those are our two like features that seem interesting to someone who doesn't live here. we are just like monarchy, Lego. If we lose those things, we have nothing left.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
Now, how do I make room for this? I guess I really should just get rid of the torches so I can get the crests. And then I think I'll leave those gems behind. They're not that valuable. There's nothing I can do to really cleanse this as far as I know. That did not work, no. Denmark has nice landscapes too. It kinda does, I guess. Like, I agree. But I don't think a lot of people agree. Because here is a fun little fact I learned once, right? You know Frozen, that one Disney movie that like was everywhere for a while? Like, similar to a good amount of like this animated Disney movies, it's based on an old story that already existed. In this case, it's based on the story of the Snow Queen by H.C. Andersen, a Danish author. Absolute classic children's story in Denmark. But when they were looking for like references for the landscapes, they did not go with Denmark because what I have gathered is that the main reason is legitimately just they felt like it would be more interesting to have like the more uneven landscapes, like with higher peaks and stuff, like higher peaks, higher hills and whatever, that you get if you go like further north than Denmark. So that as a result, we just kind of end up with a story that's based entirely on a Danish tale, where they decided not to use Denmark as the reference for how the landscapes should look. So, I don't know, that kind of always gave me the impression that even if I personally like the landscapes in Denmark, a lot of people probably think it's a bit boring. And it's not like I can really blame people fully, because, I don't know, I find it really cool whenever I go to a country that actually has mountains. Mountains don't exist in Denmark. And that's not a joke. That's kind of sad. I mean, it would have its own charm if it took place in Denmark. I don't know. I mean, it just comes down to individual preferences too, I guess.
No quarter.
But yeah.
Remind yourself that overconfidence
they probably did also just want to. They probably also wanted to make sure that the location the story took place in would have some, like, I don't know. What was the word I was looking for? They probably wanted to make sure that it was something that had more uneven terrain, which is exactly what Denmark doesn't. Because here's something that I actually was very happy about when I was a kid, but as I've grown up, I've never stopped being happy about it, but I'm just kind of like more indifferent to it now. In Denmark, there are not really a lot of natural disasters of any kind. Because, well, things are just kind of laid out in a way where, like, it doesn't happen. The tectonic plates aren't going to rub against each other because Denmark is just kind of in the middle of one, so we don't get affected by earthquakes. Same goes for volcanic eruptions. We don't get those. We don't really get tornadoes or anything either. The only thing we get that I would really call a natural disaster is that we can still get a proper, like, hurricane. Which, even then, I don't think it's ever been, like, as bad as it gets in some countries. So it's like,
stalk these shadows, but yonder,
you know, that was comforting growing up, knowing that I never had to worry about those things. But like, at the same time, all those things do kind of mean that the nature is less interesting for someone who's trying to tell a story. Yeah, I am not sad without mountains. They can stay in the middle/south of Germany. The north doesn't have a lot of mountains too. Actually, yeah, no mountains. But yeah, I have to worry about the ocean here. I mean, like, we do have to worry about floodings and stuff, I guess. That is also a thing, but it's rare. We did have a really bad flooding, I think last year though. That was pretty nasty. A lot of people had a lot of issues with their homes getting damaged by it. But yeah, overall though, it's just that I like Denmark the way it is, in terms of, like, our nature and landscapes and stuff. I like how it's laid out. But I can understand if someone wants to write a story, it's probably not the most interesting. If someone wants to go sightseeing, it's probably more impressive to see, like, the tall peaks or whatever than it is to just see, like, an open field that they could probably find in several different countries. The only thing that would really make an open field in Denmark, the only thing that would make an open field in Denmark look different from one in another country is just the fact that we have a lot of windmills. I am going for a longer lurk because I need to get some food and I need to buy it. All right. I mean, hope you get some good food then. And have a nice day in case I'm not streaming anymore when you get back. Right, gonna need to just... I can just eat that and then I can grab that. Well, see ya. Alright. Oh god, a trap.
Cruel machinations spring to life.
With
a singular purpose.
Ooh, this... I'm really beginning to feel that this is... yeah, like, this is a long dungeon. Which... it absolutely is, so... fair enough. Oh, shit. More enemies. And right behind them, my arch enemy. The fucking confession booth. It never ends well when one of those is near. Alright, well. Oh well, let's see. Hook and pull. Then we sidearm. I actually meant to press buckshot, but you know what, that works too. Salvage accusation. Now they're at least within close distance. Ah, fuck. Still bloodlusted. Bam. That one's down, and now we only got one left to worry about. And now we got none left to worry about. I am lacking space for money. I think I'll throw that one out. Because you get money often enough that it's like always worth it to make sure you have a stack that you can build of it. Let's see now. Ooh. Treasure? I am always on board with treasure. How many rooms do... There is quite the route left. Luckily, this is an easy fight.
Cleansed from our lands.
Sometimes you just get lucky and the fight is easy. Okay, that one's dead. No two ways about it, that one's dead.
Executed with impunity.
Yeah, yeah, there we go, dead.
Be wary. Triumphant pride.
Look at the altar and I get a buff. Extra damage until camp.
Secrets and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
That is very good because I'm gonna have to wait a while before I camp again. I can't just go spamming the camping. I need to let the need for camping actually show itself. It's not good enough to just like want to just sit down and camp whenever. I kind of should make sure that I actually benefit from doing so. Anyway, this one gets shot. And if I land this, it might be just a victory. Yeah, not bad. Alright, and I throw this. And we probably got a victory even if I miss, but I didn't miss. Very well shot.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
I'm gonna throw away the anti-venom. It's weighing me down, I guess. Then I can just... I use a key. Money is good. Yeah, cleansing. That's always good. Jade. What am I willing to throw away for the sake of a jade? Dull green like rotting flesh. Not how I would normally describe a gemstone. Oh, what would I be willing... I don't think I have anything I'm currently willing to toss. Not this early in the dungeon. God damn it. Money, but I want the money. Fine, I'll throw away the skeleton key. There's probably gonna be more chests I could use it on, but fine, I'll just throw it away. Alright. There we go. And she isn't bloodlusted anymore, so that's a thing. I need to be prepared for like to just plan out my next rest. I'd say that ideally I would want to be in like one of the two rooms that over here in this area before I rest. But I'm not sure. Oh. Empty room down here. Two empty rooms. Two empty rooms down here. And now I deal even more damage until camp. That's actually great. Holy shit, that's good.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
I can use those rations instantly to heal a bit. 40% extra damage until next camp. That's wild. That is such a wild amount. Holy shit.
A handsome reward.
All right, I'll light a bit of a torch. Just to make things a bit easier for myself, I guess. Next up, we got. Oh boy, am I glad I brought shovels.
Seems bent on
Next up, we got a treasure room with a battle. So that that'll hopefully be worthwhile. All right. Oh god, now I again have to decide if I want to discard something for the sake of gold. It's like I would ideally want the cleansing items to be there if I need them, but also I need the money. I'm going to just use holy water on everyone and then start a new stack of gold. Alright. Alright, we got a madman in here. That's, I gotta take care of him first. So come hither.
Precision and power.
Come to me, and I shall slay thee. Light on the two on the back. And then I shoot this guy. And then I Zealous Accusation. Perfect. I took down the madman before he could get to do anything, which is great, because holy hell is he dangerous. You wouldn't think someone just rambling nonsense at you would actually be a threat. But turns out, the rambling nonsense actually makes you insane. So, you know, not exactly ideal. Alright, that one gets blight. And I pull this guy up. Up you go. Then I go for a shot on this guy. He is down. Okay, I think this is working out just fine.
Unforgiving.
It worked out just fine.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
I think I want to take the key, actually. I discarded a key earlier. I shouldn't have. I really shouldn't have.
Packs
It's
laden
like
with loot.
keys are super good. They give me access to more treasure. Alright, now continue to go this way. I will keep pushing a bit further because I have that 40% damage buff until camp. So it's just like I kind of want to make use of it.
Singular strike.
I kind of want to try and get the benefits of that buff. Oh. Light on the ones in the back. And Zealous Accusation is 6 to 11 damage, which means as long as it hits, it's a death. Perfect.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Okay, rent for the old guards. Yeah, you go ahead and do that, buddy. Not gonna help you much. It ain't gonna help you much at all. Eldritch push. Ha! Failure. Get dodged, idiot. Yeah. Alright. Bleeding? Sure. Have you considered no? Now? Gun. Bam. You just die from the hook.
The ground quakes.
There we go. Easy enough. Snort? Was that like a laugh snort, or did he try to like inhale the blood?
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Did he try to inhale the blood, or... I feel like you could interpret it both ways. Oh well. Let's see now. Yeah, you know what? They're surprised. I want to just try and slam down on the enemies a bit here. instead of like spreading my damage out. Sometimes it's a good idea to focus fire, I think. So now one of them is pretty much already guaranteed to like, you know, die. And now we got one that's stunned. And this is 9 to 17 damage, which gives a good chance of... I was about to say a good chance of killing. It did not even hit. It did not hit. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, crap. Yeah. Crap. Yeah, you get a blight here. The one back here, this one, both of them are at a point where it's like 2 turns they would die, but I ideally want them to die on their next turn. Oh crap! This one didn't die either. Good dodge, good dodge. Okay. Shit. I should rest after this fight. I should rest after this fight, like pretty much immediately. But now I've won. Now I've won. So, bam. Like, I've won. There's no two ways about it. I've won.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
What is this? A holy fountain? Water invigorates the hero. Considering he has the Crimson Curse, I felt like there was a risk that it would just kind of hurt him. You know, like a vampire or something.
In tenuous firelight and uneasy
but thankfully it didn't. Alright, now... Improving herself is a good idea. I should have someone just de-stress the Plague Doctor a bit. Yeah, like, just like this. The Plague Doctor, meanwhile, well, I don't know. I could buff the party so everyone has a speed bonus. And then I can lower the stress that my Crusader receives. Alright, wonderful.
Closes in, haunting the
Not so wonderful that I
get
get ambushed, but at least it's like weak enemies. These are weaklings. And they shall perish. As soon as I just get everyone into a position, but yep, there we go. Okay. Yep. Now they shall perish. I should have gone for like a single target just so I could kill one of them guaranteed instead of this like in-betweeny nonsense. But whatever. How many rooms do I have left? Honestly, 5 rooms left after I'm done here. It is going to be a dangerous one, but it is at least doable.
The match is struck. A blazing star.
I don't feel like
born.
the citrine is worth it over a coin stack. I don't know. It's like the coin stack. It's a lot. With the coin stack, I'm guaranteed to get more stuff that fits in that stack.
Finding the stuff is only
I
the
am not
first
with the
test.
citrine.
Now it must be carried home.
I have a lot of money. This is a very good haul. Alright, anyway. You took it light. And, what else? I honestly, I should just go for, like, the straight hit here.
A
Bam.
devastating blow.
Yeah, I should just go for, like, the direct hits with the melee guys, because, like, they have a good chance of just killing. Honestly, not bad at all. I have a guaranteed victory. I can just heal on the turns where that is an option. Like, might as well. Might as well just heal. A crit heal even. Not bad. Not bad at all. Heal them up. And you're dead. Perfect. Ooh, I got extra diamonds. Oh crap. Oh man, that's good. That's good. I am out of things that I can discard freely to make room for the gold, so that gold is just gonna I just had to leave the gold behind, unfortunately. That's just how it be. Now. Alright, Sal's accusation. Soften up the two front targets. Then a
powerful blow.
Just a little bit of blight on that one. Alright, and he misses. Perfect. This is going very well. Oh, and a crit. Oh, yes. Now. Bam. Perfect.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
And now I just heal. Now I just heal. Alright. Battle 1. Perfect. I'll keep a bit of food handy for now, just in case. Oh, scouting? Let's see. What route should I take? I'll head this way. We got a battle here, and then... Honestly, I could just discard my shovels next time I need loot to pick up loot. It doesn't look like there are any places left that I'll need the shovel. And that's kind of like, you know, I kept the shovel because there was a chance I'd need it. Alright, and I gunned this one, and that's a crit, so that is perfect. Alright, victory. I'll discard the shovels and pick the gold. There's more loot right here, so maybe I should just, like, give blood to these two. To, like, just... then I can, like, just discard that, and there was no loot. Why did I discard the blood before I checked for loot? Like, holy crap. You're craving, I just gave you blood. What the fuck? I just gave her blood. Why is she craving already? I don't know. That is weird. Why? I figured that, like, craving would appear if I didn't give them blood. I don't think she would, like, start craving blood when she already had it. Oh well. The last two rooms are empty rooms, so this is pretty much a done deal. I just gotta get to the end of a couple of hallways. What's in here? An unsettling passage. Got it. Oh, wait. There's a curio right outside, so I just want to make sure. Because it might be loot, and it wasn't loot. God damn it. Alright, we're leaving the dungeon.
Belong to us. And we will find whatever secrets they hold.
Warrior of Light, plus 10% damage if torch is above 75. Backtracker, no stress when walking backwards. Alright, that's actually pretty good.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
Alright. Honestly, turned out pretty well. I think I'm gonna leave it here for today. So, thanks for tuning in.